Page 50. Page 50. A lot of pundits will take this book and you, yeah. Page 50 at the bottom. It's in English, and for those who can read Hindi, it's in Sanskrit. Bhagyodayena bahujanma samarjitena satsangamam chalabate purusho yadavai ajnana heturita mohamadandakara nasham vidhayahi tadodayate vivekam. और अब अनेकों जन्मों के संचित पुंज का उदय होने से मनुष्य को सत्संग मिलता है, तब यह उसके only when your life is blessed, you can come and take part in this satsang. This is what it means. Because this satsang, you can see Katha is happening here, Katha is happening there, and what you say, I will look at it on my mobile, or my TV, or my YouTube, or somewhere. You will look at it. But you know what? The blessings you get from coming to a place like this, where the puja is being done, where the havan is being done, where we bathe the Lord every morning, where we do havan morning and evening, that blessings, if you can make it, and if you have the faith, if you can make it, and if you have the faith, then please take part in it. Namostu te vyas savishala buddhim pullara bindaya tapata detra yenatvaya bharatataila purnam prajwalito jnanamaya paripa yang pravajantam anupetam apeta krityam Dvaipayano virakatara ajuhava putreti talmayataya taravo viredo tam sarvabhuta hridayam munimanatosme. This prayer we are praying to who? To Shukdev Muni. And we are asking Shukdev Muniji to come and bless us. And bless us in this Katha. He is the one who said this Katha to Raja Parikshit, and then this whole Katha became known to each and every one of us. But who was Sri Sukdev Ji? Well, you know, right? Yes. Who can tell me who is Sri? How did Jati, you know who is Sri Sukdev Ji? No? Okay. All right. Sri Sukdev Ji was the son of who? The son of? Vedvyas. How old was he before he was born? 12. 12. He would not come out. Why he would not come out? Can't hear you. He doesn't want to be involved with Maya. So Vyas tell him, look, you would not be involved with Maya, but something I would like to tell you. You know what he said? Oh, I can't believe you. You let the Lord come and tell me that. The Lord must come and tell me that Maya would have no effect upon me. Then I will be born. Such a tapasya was Sri Sukdev Ji. That is the gentleman who wrote this Bhagavad Purana. But he did not write this Bhagavad Purana as such. At the beginning, when he was born, immediately started to walk. And then Vyasa is saying, Putra, Putra, son, son, where are you going? And what happened then, Prabhat? When Vyasa was calling to him and telling him, son, where are you going? What happened then? Why should I be talking all the time? You also talk a little bit. What happened then? You're watching Hindu? What happened then? Hindu said, what happened when he was going? Vyasa was saying Son, son, where are you going? What happened at that moment? The leaves of the tree. The leaves of the tree said to Vyasa, he does not belong to you. The leaves of the tree said he does not belong to you. He belongs to it. He belongs to all mankind. As he was going with Vyasa, there were some young ladies who were bathing in the river. And it was the custom in those days to put their clothes on the banks of the river, as you know the story with Lord Krishna. And they went to the river and bathed. They had no clothes on, bathing in the river. Shukdev passed. It didn't matter to them. When Vyasa passed, they all started to cover up themselves. And Vyasa said to them, when my son, handsome son of 60 years passed by this, this stream or the river, what the case may be, you all did not shirk. How come you're shirking when I'm passing, I'm an old man? Say, no. You still have Kamana in you. You still have desire in you. That is why we cover ourselves. But we know that Sri Sukdevji, the one who wrote this text, the one who said this text to Raja Parikshit, he had nothing in his mind. This is the Katha you all are listening to. This is the Katha which will bring so many good things to us by listening to it. And I ask you today, if for 10 minutes, when the kirtan, whatever prayer is going on, shloka is being said, think of Bhagwan Krishna. And not think about him in this way. Lord, I am grateful to you. This is how, for this whole next 10 days, for 5 minutes during whatever period you come here, for 5 minutes, think about him, put him in your heart, and say, Lord, I am so grateful for you. Because what has happened to me, I never expected. All my gratitude to you. All my gratefulness to you, because you have done so much for me. Remember, there are so many people who are not fortunate like us today. So we must, this yajna, there was I have to finish this Mangalacharya, where will I go today? Anyhow, there was a Brahmin, there was a squirrel who had half of his body was, Prabhat? Half of his body was golden. The other half was not golden. So Raja Yudhishthir did a great sacrifice, Rajasya Yajna. And the squirrel heard about it. Half body golden, other half not golden. And he came to this yajna. And when he came to this yajna, he said, Dhika yajna, Dik yajna. Fire on this yajna. This yajna is useless. He picked up his gada, and I was about to kill the squirrel. It's like taking a needle to fight a sword. Taking his gada to kill the squirrel. And what happened, Prabhat? You are Mohano. And what happened? Krishna told him, don't do that. Let us find out why he said that. So the squirrel said, I saw a yajna, and in that yajna, when I jumped up, the remains, very little remnants of it there. When I jumped on this part of my body, and my body became golden. I was hoping when I come here, my other half will be golden. So what yajna he heard, Raju? Oh, you don't know about that? Mrs. Prashar? Aap hi nahi janta. Because you know everything. So if you don't know, then I can talk about it. Okay, great. He says I was living in a tree. And under this tree was a poor Brahmin's hut. They, many people said that the Brahmins write these books so that they can make money. You know what the book said about Brahmin? A Brahmin must read the Vedas and teach the Vedas. That's his job, and beg for food. Well, I think in Kali Yuga, it's gone the other way. So, this is what the text says. Ved Parda or Ved Pardhana. Right? You know that? You know that? Okay. So, this Brahmin was so poor that when the people collect the wheat from the field, whatever wheat was left on the ground, they will go and pick it up and they will cook it. There were 4 of them. Himself, his wife, his son, and his daughter-in-law. So, for 3 days they never had any food. And they picked up and they got a good set of wheat and they started to cook it. While they were cooking it, and the food's finished now, they sat down to eat. A stranger came. I said, I am so hungry. The gentleman says, okay, son and wife and daughter-in-law, you all eat. Give him my share. So they gave. Then another stranger came. He asked. Then the wife gave. Then another stranger came. Not to make the story too long, another stranger came. The son gave. Another stranger came. Then the daughter-in-law gave. All 4 remained hungry. He says, when that happened, the devas from the heaven rained flowers upon them. Bhagwan was testing their faith. Atithi Devo Bhava. To see whether they really had that faith. I said, in that flower, a little fallen on the ground, I jumped at that and he said, you talk about your yagya? You collected money from people? You killed horses? You did so many things and you call this a yagya? This is no yagya. He said, I'm trying to say to you today, we must come humbly and be like the Brahmin who shared his although he was hungry, whole family was hungry. They shared it, whatever they had, and gave it to everybody. So this is how we must live in this world. And when we live like that, peace, Sri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murari, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Rarabilde, Napadarabildo. Think of Bhagwan Krishna. Ukarabilde, Binivishayaltav. Vatasya patasya puteshayanam balam kundam manasa smarabe.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari,
He Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
वर गोकुलेशा गोपाल गोवर धरनाथ विष्णु जिह्वे पिबस्वत्मित भेद देवा
गोविंद नामो धर्माद्वेति
गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति
गोविंद नामो धर्माद्वेति
Riddhi Siddhi Data Page 5 Siddhi Sadada Bada So mera wa bada Bhajana kadala ke lal ko Jarapati kripa Jnana ka Dayananda bhava Deho mohi barada
वरनोति का भागवत
जय शिव
आनंद कर भूतनाथ भव भय हरण भगवती विषय निरद्वय गौरवरण मंगल करण विप्रज चंद्र मुको ब्रजभूषण भूषण हरण कातु भव भय कर चरण शरण निहार कर
जय 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 जगदीश सेवत शेष महेश महिमा अमितय वेद
विद जानत नहीं देहु मोहि हरि नाम राधा वरय वरय सदा प्रेम धरे मुस्कान नित चित में तन कतय रहे होनी चाहिए रचनारी और वस्तु प्रभु जगत की बसी रहे मन माई यहाँ की जागी सदा सिद्धिदाता सिद्धि सदन कारण
So, there are two things that we must talk about. One is Kshar, one is Akshara. Bhagavan says in chapter 15, verse 18 of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, he says, Yasmat sharam atitoham aksharat api chotamaha atosmi loke vedecha pratita purushottamam. I bring this slok out to tell you the importance of Purushottam Mass. All of us are Shara. Shara means we are fallible. We can make mistakes. We get carried away by our senses. We get angry. We get jealous. We hate. All sorts of things. These are Shara. But who is Akshara? Yasmat sharam atitoham aksharat apichottamaham. Aksharat, beyond the fallible, and I am beyond the fallible, O Arjun. I am the greatest. I am celebrated both in the Vedas, etc. So this Purushottam, he said what? He is Purushottama, and he's a Kutastha. You know Kutastha is what? Kutastha. Kutastha means an anvil. You all know what an anvil is? An anvil is one stone beating another metal, but the anvil is at the bottom, right? One stone. In between is what jewelry you want to make, how you want to bend the iron. Let us say you heat the steel and you want to form the steel, you have to beat it on top of an anvil. But when you beat it on top of the anvil, everybody understand what I'm saying? The anvil remains infallible. It does not change at all. Kuch parivartan nahi. Does not change at all. What changes? The thing between the stone and the other stone. You got it? Let us say you take a stone to beat this, right? There has to be one stone, then the thing in the middle, you got it? And then the anvil. The thing that you use does not change. The thing that is beaten upon does not change. What Bhagwan Krishna is saying, if you want to get to my abode, you must be like the anvil. You must be firm faith in me. And when you have that firm faith in me, like who? Like Meera. When Meera was told, Mere to Giridhara Gopal, do saro dakoi. There is no one else but you, Gopal. There is no one else. When we have that firm faith, this Bhagwan Krishna is saying, when we have that firm faith in him, that he is the one, I give him my everything, that he will definitely come to you. When the Bhagavad Katha is finished, your Dudakari, Bhagavad Katha is finished. Who came when the Bhagavad Katha was finished? Huh? Oh, before the Viman. Before the Viman, you know who came? Lord Shiva came with his Damru. Indra came with his Mridangam. Saraswati came with her Veena. Ganapati came to dance. All these devatas, they came at the Katha. When the Katha was going on, all devas, Lord Shiva, Brahma, Indra, all the devas, they what were saying? Govinda mero hai, Gopala mero hai, Govinda
mero hai, Gopal mero hai.
बाके बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है
श्री बाके बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है
श्री बाके बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है Page 50. Page 50. Page 50 on your book. Govind मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है
गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है
श्री बाके बिहारी नंदलाल 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 मेरो है
गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है
गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है
गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है
गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल
श्री बाके बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है
श्री बाके बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है
गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है
गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है
श्री बाके बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है
श्री बाके बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है
श्री बाके बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो Again, I remind you of this sloka. भाग्योदये बहुजन्म समर्जितेना सत्संग चलवते पुरुषो यदा वै Only when your bhagya, only when your luck is good, then you can get to sit in a place like this. भाग्योदयेन बहुजन्म समर्जितेन सत्संग चलवते पुरुषो यदा वै अज्ञान हेतुक मोह मदांधकार नाश विधाय तदोदयते विवेका गोविंद मेरो है
गोपाल मेरो है गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल
Only
मेरो है
जब अनेको जन्मों की संचित पुण्य पुंज का उदय होने से मनुष्य सत्संग मिलता है तब वह उसके अज्ञान जनित मोह और मदरूप अंधकार का नाश करके विवेक उदय होता है ये ज्ञान की ये गंगा ऋषियों की अमर वाणी से पेज की ये गंगा
ऋषियों की अमर वाणी
इन विश्व भारतीय वीरों की आरती है
ज्ञान की ये गंगा ऋषियों की अमर वाणी
ये विश्व भारती है भारत की एक कहानी
God की ये गंगा ऋषियों
के अमर
So this shloka is saying that only when you are so lucky that you can come in a satsang like this and have understanding that this is the path, this is the place where we can say to the Lord, Lord, I am grateful. Lord, thank you. Thank you for so many things. So many millions of people would like to say that. So many millions, billions of people would like to say that. But you know what? They don't have the place to say it. They don't have the atmosphere to say it. They don't have that chance to say it. Here we have that chance. Ramayanalta yanalta guna. It's a beautiful doha. Beautiful doha from Ramcharitmanas. It's from Balkan, doha 33. Katha Vistar Rama Ananta Ananta Guna Amita Katha Vistar Suniya Charajuna Manahi Jitake Vimala Vichar infinite, and infinite are his virtues and his name. Infinite are his stories. And for those of us who hear his stories with a pure heart, only joy, peace can come to all of us. Rama Ananta Yananta Guna Amita Katha Vistar Rama Ananta Guna Amita Katha Suniya Charajuna Mana Nahi Jindake Vimala Vichar I did not complete my story, right? What it could be, I got carried away and I forgot what I was saying. Kya kare? So, this katha, when it's finished, Indra came with his mridangam, Agni came, Vayu came, all the devas came. You know, people say, how can Hindus call Agni Deva? Well, if there is no Agni in us, there is no what in us? No life in us. And if the sun only disappears for 24 hours, all life finished. That is why Hindus put emphasis. And when you go to do Havan, what do you say? Agnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye, Idam na Mama. Agni, I am giving these oblations to you. I am not asking for any blessings. I am paying my taxes to you. You pay your taxes, like you pay your taxes for the rain. What a beautiful dharma we have. We pay taxes for the rain. We pay taxes for the heat. We pay taxes for the wind. We pay taxes for the fruits. We pay taxes for the earth. When we get up in the morning, what do we say? Sabudha Basade Devi. Padasparsha Shabasvave. Lakshmi, who is the earth, please forgive me for stepping on you. Why? because you give me everything. You think there's any religion that tells you that? I am not criticizing any religion, but I'm just asking you. Have you heard, some of us study Christianity, I did. Some of us study other texts and so forth. Do you hear that? No one is grateful to the elements like how the Hindus are. No one. And that is why Hindus pray for rain. They pray for everything. And we ask, Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadi Hetave Tapattaya Vinashaya. May all the injuries in this world caused by the natural sources like what? Forest fire. Look what forest fire is doing in Canada. You can't even breathe because of forest fire in Canada. Why? We have God. Why? How come there were not forest fires before like what they are now? Because the world is going berserk. This world, which is all technologically, all these forest fires, yet we have so much of technology, yet we can't out them. So many fires are burning. Why? This is Bhagwad's work. I'm not saying the forest fires are good for, but please don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying, with all our technological expertise, we still can't do it. And that is why we have to say, Ramaya Lalta Analta Gunam Amita Katha Vistar Surya Chara Jodamanahi Jinnake Bimala Vichar. Jarasa parasa manjana arupana. Jarasa parasa manjana arupana. Harahi papa kahaya vidpurana. Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari.
He Radha Narayana Vasudeva.
Oh, He Radha Narayana Vasudeva.
Tulsidas is saying, a dip in a river like this cleanses us of all our sins. So when, I still haven't finished the story yet, when Indra came with his Mridangam, Shiva came with his Damru, Saraswati came with her Veena, all these, and they started to dance and sing, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Bol.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
dancing. Everyone was there except one person who was not there. There was only one person who was absent. Who was that? Well, it's a kind of a Krishna, but Lord Vishnu was absent. It was Purushottam Mass. This was happening in Purushottam Mass. Lord Vishnu was absent. So they were praying and intensely. Then Bhagwan Vishnu appeared. This is very important what I'm going to say now. If you can remember this one thing only. When Vishnu came, you ever hear this story, Robin? Have you heard it? Okay, good. You're a story man, so good. So when Lord Vishnu came, they all bowed to him, etc., etc. And then he asked, tell me, what can I give you? Now these are all sadhus. They're all rishis. They don't have big ashrams. Or any big, they have a little kutia. They have 3 langoti. 3 langot. One for today, one for tomorrow, and one for the, in case a dog take another one away, they have 2. So while they wash one, they put it out to dry. Because they are told many possessions make our position. Many possessions make our position bad in the world. You know, all you ladies, how much shoes you have in your closet and clothes you have in your closet. You don't wear them. But do you let them go? Can't go. इसके नाम है मोह, attachment. So they don't want anything from the Lord. This story is very beautiful. The Lord asked him, tell me, whatever you all want, I'm going to give. He said, well, we don't want anything. You come, we're happy. But you ask us what we want that everyone, when they are listening to your katha, when they are in your katha, just like how you come and appear to us and bless us with your darshan, bless them with your darshan. So that how you bless them with your darshan? Their mind is pure and calm after the katha. They think no evil of anyone. So if any one of you are thinking evil about people, and I know many of us are still, because we are not pure, all of us, all of us, we thinking evil about people. You must remember what I am telling you tonight. Bhagwan Vishnu came and blessed the katha that everyone who's listening must have a pure mind afterwards, pure consciousness. And when they sing your praise, you must be with them. Lasataya manda Mandahasata Mukhara Brinda Hoye Pate Pit Aragora Bada Malaya. Lasataya Mandahasata Mukhara Brinda Lasataya pray that Lord Vishnu will come to all of us. And so when they was tell him that wherever this Katha is, bless that satsang. Binu satasanga vivekana hoye. Binu satasanga vivekana hoye. Last thing I'll tell you. Who has not been saved by this Katha? Who has not been saved by this Katha? You go to the end of Tulsi Ramayana, and there's a beautiful chant there. Payena kehi gati patita pavan Rama bhaje suno satamana Ganika ajamila byada gida kaja dikhalatare gana. Who has not been saved by this Katha? Ganika ajamil, the gid, the eagle. You know this Jatayu, the eagle? How did Jatayu get to know Lord Rama? Huh? He was a baby? Adam was a baby? No, you're talking about Kakpusud. You know everything, man. Oh my God. Nobody knows that here. No one here knows the relationship between Jatayu and Sri Ram. But you know it, right? Jatayu, Dashrath, was going up and fighting, and he was defeated. He was falling with his wrath. He was falling down. When he was falling down, have you heard the story, Bruce? I thought it just came from a Ramayana Katha. He was falling down. And while he was falling down, Jatayu saw him falling. And Jatayu went and rescued, let him go on his back. See, Jatayu was a vulture. He was a vulture. Not an eagle, a vulture. And then Jatayu took him to Ayodhya. Raja Dashrath said to Jatayu, Jatayu, I will make the best place for you. Stay in Ayodhya. Kya kaha Jatayu? What did Jatayu say? That, oh good. So Jatayu said, I can't stay in a city because my to Gitu, I'm a vulture. And vultures are not nice to look at. And people know vultures eat only, dead things. It would be right for me to stay here. So he went to where Panchwati, where Mother Sita was living there. And when Ravan took Mother Sita, Jatayu fought him. You all know that story, right? But when Sri Ram went there, you know how Jatayu was calling him? Oh, my little darling son, come to me, because he was a brother. He said, your father and me, we were brothers. So you are my child. Come. Jatayu, please come. So this Katha is being said here in this thing. Who has not been saved by this Katha? What I'm trying to say, all of us who are here, we can be saved in one way or another. All we have to do is to put our heart into it, pray unto him. So I will never finish this thing. Payena kehi gati patita paval Rama bhaje suno satamana Ganika ajamil pyada gida gajadi kala tare gana Abhira jamman kirata khasa swachha pare ati agarupaje kahi naam bharat devi pavan hohi rama namami dev raghuvansa bhushan charita yagana kahaye sonayi jogavaye kalimala manomal loya vidusham rama dhama siddhavaye satapalcha chaupaye manohar jane jo dara uradhane daruna vidya palcha jane javikara se raghubara harai sundara sujanat panidhat anata parakara prete jo so ekaram akama hitarin vada pradasama adako jaki kripala valeshate patimalda tulasi daso vayo paramavish shamuram saman prabhu nahi kaho. So this Prabhu is to save us from all the difficulties that we have in life. And we say to him, O Prabhu, bless us on this beautiful day. As we are going to close, I want to remind you what I talked about today. I talked about Bhagyo Dena, how lucky we are that we are here to listen to this Katha. I told you the story about the Brahmin and the squirrel and how his sacrifice, tapasya, tap, austerity, tap is one way of getting. And tap does not mean sit down and close your eyes and hold your nose. Tap means go out and help someone. That is tapasya also. Tapasya does not mean you must go to the forest and build a hut there. Oh, I wonder what's happening on the TV tonight. And you are in the forest. No. You, tapasya means austerity. When you can come and do something for another person, that is tapasya. Helping someone, that is tapasya. Going out of your way, that is tapasya. So tapasya is very, very... How to Hare Ye Prabhuji. On the cover of your book, inside cover of your book,